Early embryonic development is a complex process, but did you know that your body's complexity can be compared to a burger? Let's break it down together. Hi, I'm Dr. Sushma, and today we are going to use a burger to understand the germ layers in embryonic development. Just like how a delicious burger is made up of different layers, our body starts forming from three primary layers during a process which is known as gastrulation. So, gastrulation is basically a crucial phase in early embryonic development during which a single layer blastula is reorganized into multi layered structure, which is known as gastrula. This process establishes the three primary germ layers ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm, each of which give rise to the specific tissues and organs in the developing embryo. So, without any delay, let's get started with the video. Just like a component of a burger, the upper bun can be described as ectoderm, the lower bun can be compared to an endoderm, and the patty portion between these two buns may be compared with the mesoderm, which is a middle germ layer. Talk about the body composition at the tissue level, we have four types of tissues: connective tissue, muscle tissue, epithelial tissue, and nervous tissue. Out of these all four tissues, connective tissue and the muscle tissues are derived from mesoderm, nervous tissues are derived from ectoderm, and epithelial tissues have the origin from all the three germ layers. The epithelial tissues of the skin and those lining the oral and the nasal cavities is derived from ectodermal germ layer. The endothelium, which is the lining of blood vessels and lymph vessels, and mesothelium, the lining of body cavities such as peritoneum, pleura, and pericardium, they are mesodermal in the origin. And the epithelial tissue, which are lining the digestive tract, respiratory tract, and urinary blood. So now we will learn about the germ layer derivatives from each layer one by one, starting from ectoderm first. Ectoderm forms the outermost layer of our body, creating structures such as skin and nervous system. Just like the top bun keeps everything inside, the ectoderm protects and covers our body. So mnemonic for the ectodermal derivatives is external spark. You may pause the video here and take a screenshot. Ectoderm can be further divided into two components: surface ectoderm and neuroectoderm. The surface ectoderm primarily give rise to the structures related to the outer layer of the body and some sensory organs, which are very crucial for protection, sensation, and interaction with the environment. The key derivatives are epidermis, hair, nails, sweat glands, sebaceous gland, mammary glands, lens of the eye, cornea and conjunctiva of eye, olfactory epithelium, and oral epithelium. Apart from this, it also forms the outer layer of the teeth, which is known as enamel, and anterior pituitary part of pituitary gland. Derivatives of neuroectoderm are essential for functioning of nervous system and some specialized sensory organs. Neuroectoderm derivatives can be further divided into those which are arising from the neural tube and the neural crest cells. Neural tube, it gave rise to the central nervous system, which includes brain and spinal cord, peripheral nervous system, retina and optic nerve, pineal gland, and posterior pituitary. Here, one point is to be noted: anterior pituitary is a surface ectoderm derivative, and posterior pituitary is a neuroectoderm derivative. Apart from this, the cells in the peripheral or the central nervous systems, astrocytes, oligodendrocytes, and ependymal cells are also derivative of neuroectoderm. Now, regarding the derivatives of neural crest cells, they give rise to sensory ganglia, autonomic ganglia, Schwann cell, melanocyte, and adrenal medulla, which is inner part of adrenal gland and which secretes adrenaline. Now we'll talk about the derivatives from the third germ layer, mesoderm. Though it is present in between the endoderm and the ectoderm, but it is the third formed layer. It forms after the formation of ectoderm and the endoderm. So it is a middle layer, but it is formed at the last. Mesoderm give rise to the variety of tissues and structures which are essential for the body's structure, support and the movement. The key derivatives of the mesoderm can be memorized with the mnemonic mesoderm, where the M stands for the muscle. It includes all the muscles, skeletal, cardiac and the smooth muscles. E is for endothelium. S stands for the skeleton. O is for organs, heart and the blood vessels. D, dermis of the skin. And E for excretory system. R is for reproductive system, and M stands for the mesenchyme, which includes connective tissue and including lymphatic system also. So here one point is to be noted. The second layer is made up of dermis, while the top layer of skin, which is epidermis, is ectodermal derivative. Mesoderm has further three components. Number one is paraaxial mesoderm, intermediate mesoderm and the lateral plate mesoderm. Paraaxial mesoderm is located on either side of the neural tube and give rise to several important structures in the developing organism. It gives rise to axial skeleton, skeletal muscles and dermis of a skin. Intermediate mesoderm is located between paraaxial mesoderm and the lateral plate mesoderm. It gives rise to kidneys, ureters, bladder and reproductive organs. The third type of mesoderm, the lateral plate mesoderm, is a part of mesoderm which is located on side of the embryo adjacent to ectoderm. It splits into two layers, somatic or parietal mesoderm, or second layer is splanchnic or visceral mesoderm, which contributes to different structures. And lateral plate mesoderm is very essential for formation of body walls, limbs, circulatory system and various supportive structures in the developing embryo. We will talk about the bottom one, which is endoderm. It gives rise to the various internal structure and structures in the body. Here are the key derivatives of endoderm, which can be easily memorized with the help of the mnemonic endoderm, where the E stands for the enteric nervous system, N is for nuclei of organ, D is for digestive system, O is oral cavity, D is digestive tract, E is extracellular matrix, R is for respiratory system. Regarding digestive tract, endoderm forms the inner lining of the digestive tract and epithelial component of accessory organs like liver, pancreas and gallbladder, while the mesoderm forms the connective tissues, smooth muscles, blood vessels that support and surround the digestive tract. Thus, endo is for epithelium and meso is for muscle and support. Similarly, in respiratory system, the endoderm forms the inner lining of the respiratory tract, including trachea, bronchi, bronchioles and alveoli, and mesoderm forms the connective tissue, smooth muscles, cartilage and blood vessels that support and surround the respiratory tract. Oral cavity, endoderm forms the epithelial lining of oral cavities, deeper structures such as palate and a part of pharynx. Ectoderm forms the outer lining of the oral cavity, including lips, cheek and enamel of the teeth. Mesoderm forms the muscle, connective tissue and blood vessels that support the oral cavity. A mnemonic for simple remembering this is ectoderm for exterior, endoderm for interior and meso for muscle and support. It was all about the germ layers and their derivatives. In the end, I have provided a summary table. You may take a screenshot or jot it down in your notebook. So much for watching. If you find this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Leave a comment below to let me know your thoughts and if you have any question. Thank you so much.